Hello everyone and welcome back. This is Luke. Thanks for stopping by and watching what I'm going to call part 2 of my snorkeling, mostly snorkeling, a little bit of fishing video. Part 1, go ahead and check it out. It's here in the cards. Kind of gets this thing rolling, but going through all this footage, and this is footage later on, so this is what happened after part 1, I just couldn't delete it. It was just too cool. All right, so this is a continuation. I didn't want to make it like a 45-minute long video, so I split it up into 2. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. And like last time, I'm probably not going to talk a whole lot. Again, I'm going to let the footage do the talking for itself. Thank you. Bye. Alright, so we're starting up in that same pool we left off in. This is a few minutes later. I'm going to let it settle down, let some of this stuff floating around get washed down the creek. Nice smallmouth there. Looks like a nice creek chub swimming by too. At this point, I'd probably seen most of the different fish that we would probably run into. So, seeing now if there are any kind of extra bonus species, catfish, things like that. So, I might start looking at a few more cracks and whatnot. But, yeah, so more of the same. So we're looking under rocks to find shark crayfish because why not? And Harry never seems to get tired of catching crayfish. But there's certain species of fish that hide under that too, like badtowns and things like that. Although we're not finding any here, just be patient. I think we probably encounter one later on. Alright, well, we're gonna head back downstream, stop at a few places along the way, but yeah, this was fun. Nice little spot right here. Again, yeah, it doesn't look like much, but once you get under the water and start looking for things, it's just so cool what you find. Ready, buddy?
Yep.
Alright, let's go. Another tiny little spot, so it's kind of off the main part of the creek. That would be more like through here, but you know, periodically it looks like it must have enough water that it cuts a second route. There's a little bit of flow, but you know, undercut tree, and it's kind of hard to tell, but it looks decently deep, maybe 3 feet deep, and there's fish in there. Let's go see what they are, if there's anything cool in there. So the fish that you're seeing with the really prominent stripe, I'm pretty certain that is a little creek chub, but these other two that are swimming with it, with the seems to be more faded stripe, those are common shiners. I don't think we've seen those yet this trip. There's a little tiny baby smallmouth with those black and almost yellow fins on the tail. So yeah, even though this is a tiny little pool, there were some pretty neat fish in there.
All right, go. Excellent. Stand up. Oh, okay. That's deeper than I thought, though. Wow. That's fun.
So from here, we're heading back down the creek, walking back to the car, but we stopped at a few spots along the way, spots that in the past that I've caught fish at before, and so I just wanted to see what they look like underwater, and surprise, surprise, they were full of fish, like this smallmouth right here. So if you have a look in the crack between these two rocks right here, right the camera steady, you can see there's a little tiny catfish in there. One of the species of fish that I was trying to find earlier, so we kind of maybe lucked into it. fairly certain it's a type of mad tom. There are two in part of Pennsylvania where we were at. Didn't really see it well enough to be able to tell what kind it was, but still pretty cool nonetheless. Little tiny catfish. Called a mad tom.
I heard an ooh. What?
Crayfish carrying a dead crayfish.
Crayfish carrying a dead crayfish.
And he's big.
Yeah, this is another spot I want to snorkel because every time I kind of fish up the creek through here, water in my ear. I tend to catch a lot of fish right through here. It's pretty rocky and it's decently deep. About up to my knees in some of the places, but it's pretty shallow in other spots. But that was crazy. There was a lot of fish there. A lot of creek chubs, some smallmouth, some redbreast, some green, and then that little, I think that was a mad tom, that little catfish looking thing that we saw. That's pretty cool.
So one more little spot where in the past I tend to catch quite a few fish. So here we go. This is what it looks like underwater, and yeah, a lot of fish here too. Creek chubs and common shiners and green sunfish and redbreasts. So coming up right here, you're gonna see a little kind of stripy fish on the bottom. It's just above center right now. This is related to things like yellow perch and walleye. It's called a darter. This one's a tessellated darter. Darters are, there's a ton of them. There's like 200 some species of darters in North America. And they are some of the most beautiful fish in North America. This one's not super flashy, but still kind of cool to see nonetheless.
pretty amazing what a small pool like that can actually hold. There was a lot of little fish down there. There's a bunch of creek chubs, some common shiners. Before I went in, I caught a smallie and a green sunfish and a red breast sunfish out of there. And then, you know, that little tessellated darter. That was pretty neat. Awesome. Well, guys, that's gonna do it for us today. Well, yeah, let's start that again. I should think about this before I do these. Well, guys, that's gonna do it for us today. We had a good time. Didn't sweat a lot. This is dumb. Well, guys, that's gonna do it for us today. We had a great time. Caught some fish. Watched some fish. Did some snorkeling. Stayed pretty cool. It was a good time. Yeah, well, definitely do more of this in the future. Maybe some different creeks. Something bit me. If you liked what you saw, leave me a thumbs up. If you have any suggestions, leave some remarks in the comments, and we'll talk to you later. Thanks, guys. Bye.